Ahoy there! Well, this is the latest I've ever sat down to start making a video. It's now 4 o'clock on Thursday and the video is supposed to be out at 5 o'clock, so it's probably clear to you that I'm not going to get a full video out this week, and I'm really sorry about that. I really wanted to bring you something special, but then it just didn't happen. So I thought I'd do a really quick one and just catch up with you, and then I can tell you about what's happening next. So I've been away for a couple of weeks, and I've left you with the videos about the history, or not the history, but the progress over the last year, and I hope you enjoyed those. But yeah, I've been away in the Outer Hebrides for a couple of weeks. So I've been completely off grid and away from mobile signal and everything, so that's been lovely. But of course I need to come back. So I've kind of arrived back at the boat and I've been in a bit of a daze. Now the plan was going to be that I was going to arrive back in London on the 8 a.m. train, on the sleeper train. Then I was going to come back here, I was going to get the boat ready and go straight upriver to the yard and get the mast put on. But that hasn't happened. Really, because it was a bit of a quick deadline. So I'd spoken to the yard and we kind of agreed that, but we kind of were trying to do our best, and the yard haven't been able to have enough time to make the plans for the extra bits of work that need to be done, the shear legs for the mast and all that kind of stuff. So I got a text from Jake at the yard, and he said, we're still going to try and get you in and still going to try and do the work. And I replied, exhausted and tired and emotional and all those things, I replied and said, look, let's just put it off. Let's make a plan and let's do it in quiet time, in slow time. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to the yard in another tide. It should be a quick job. We're just putting the mast back on, craning the mast back in position. We're going to put the new shear legs on that will allow me to lift the mast. Those legs, if you remember, will be the pivot point, or help the pivot point of the mast. And also, yeah, a couple of other bits, but we'll get to that later on. What I also need to do is I need to deal with the ceiling now, because I put that up a few weeks ago now, and it really needs to be coated in something. So I need to do some painting of that. I've decided I'm going to paint it. I did think I was going to leave it for a while and see how I liked it, but I'm going to paint it now because it needs to be covered. Otherwise it's going to all start shrinking and everything. So we're going to do that. Also, I'm not going to edit these bits out, so these are usually the bits where I go and I edit them out. But also, we need to do a few more jobs. I need to continue working on the bilges, so I need to keep going with the floor removal and the bilges. So we're going to work on that. So for the next few weeks, we're going to continue with the bilges, the hull. We're going to keep on doing that, and then we're going to get into the yard and do the mast, get all that sorted. But before my holiday, I was in a kind of mad panic of getting everything done and we've got to keep going. But then I've had a holiday. I've had 2 weeks when I've not thought about the boat so much, and now I'm a bit more easygoing. So yeah, we can just hang out and we can do the other jobs and we can get the mast done in due course. One thing I wanted to show you was my little collection, and this is a bit exciting. So I've been teaching myself how to sign right. I've been doing the classic thing of watching YouTube videos, and I've also got a really good book which I'll show you another time, but I've forgotten to get it out. But yeah, I've got myself a Lusignac apron, so that's good, and lots of really cool things. Like I've got myself a mahl stick, and the mahl stick is the thing that you use to support your arm as you're painting. That's really cool. And I've got myself a bunch of things, loads of cups. I've got paints, different colour paints, and I've also got a couple of paintbrushes as well. And these are the Sign Painters paintbrushes. So I actually, you notice I've got a few different sizes in there. I actually ordered the larger one, and then they sent me a tiny one. So I contacted them and said, you've sent me a tiny one and you're supposed to send me the large one. So then I got the replacement. It was a tiny one again. So I contacted them again and said, just cancel the order. And they sent me a third one, which is wrong as well. And then I eventually ordered the other one from a different supplier, and they didn't want these ones back. So I've got 4 brushes now, but these are the brushes they're all prepared. They're all prepared in a kind of like an oil, in a mineral oil. and that keeps the brushes really nice. So yeah, so I've been practicing that. That's quite exciting. It's kind of one of those things where you think, oh, I'll start sand writing thinking there's so much to learn, and then actually when you start you realise there's more to learn than you thought originally. So there's tons to learn, but it's really fun. I'm really excited about learning to sign paint. I think it'll kind of suit me quite well. I'm really excited to get this sign writing on the boat as well, and who knows, maybe it's a good retirement job when I finally give up my day job. So that's it. That's really the update. That's where we are. I'm going to upload this for you now, and hopefully that's okay for this week. I'm really sorry. I want to bring you a long episode as well. This weekend I'm actually working all weekend as well, but hopefully I'll have some time on Monday to start on some tasks. So next week, hopefully we'll have a better video. So, but thanks for bearing with me again, and I hope you're all doing really well. And thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you next time.